All right. I just want you to know that your life is GTA Vice City. It's just like that game. The things that you see in the screens of space, including your body, is just a attribute. It's just a quality of the game GTA Vice City. And when you have played this game, you know that when your body is in a bad health, then you can just type the cheat aspirin and the health bar goes to 100% again. That can happen to you while overcoming panic attacks if you just realize that your life is just a game and the game is projected from your own state of consciousness. If you are able to elevate your state of consciousness, then your panic attacks will naturally heal, your health will naturally be restored to 100%. Now, what do I mean by elevating the state of consciousness? You have to understand that you are made in the image of God. You have kingdom of heaven inside of you. This is the thing that was stated in Bible. Now, if you want to study other esoteric spiritual books like Upanishads, then they also clearly state Aham Brahmasmi, which means I am the source of creation. So you first have to understand the principle that from you everything originates. You are the creator of your own personal world. You are the sustainer of your own personal world, and you can destroy your own personal world. The key to doing that is understanding your own state of consciousness. First, realize that every tragic circumstances right now, you're facing all of them because you have impressed bad emotions, feelings, and mental imagery in your own state of consciousness. You don't believe me? Just close your eyes for 5 minutes and you start to see all these tragic mental imagery coming up in your mind. Of course, that's going to create more of tragic circumstances. But when you reach a stage, when you close your eyes and all these amazing positive things, positive mental imagery come out from your mind, then you are inevitably going to be surrounded by good circumstances in your life. So the whole journey is going from a state of you having bad mental imagery while you close your eyes to you having good mental imagery when you close your eyes naturally. For that, you need to infiltrate your subconscious mind. Now, there are three layers of mind: conscious mind, which is your thinking mind, and subconscious mind, which is your habitual, behavioral, which is your 95% of your mind. And between these two minds, there's an analytical mind. The analytical mind is very, very difficult to penetrate because when you're very highly focused on your worries, on your concern, on your body, on your environment, on your sense of urgency, then this analytical mind is very difficult to penetrate. But when you take your attention off of your body, off of your worries and concern, off of your environment, off of your time, past and present, then this analytical mind becomes permeable. Now you can program your subconscious mind by what you do in your conscious mind. The way to take off your attention from your body, from your time, from your environment is by chanting Om, A-U-M, Om. This is a very ancient practice that is practiced in yoga. And not only take is it going to help you take off your attention from your body, from your time, from your environment, from your worries, from your concerns. It's also going to stimulate parasympathetic nervous system of your body, and it's going to make you very relaxed, and it's going to help you go into a deeper state of meditation. There are so many different ways to take off the attention from these three things, primarily your body, your time, and your environment. but chanting Om is the most efficient way to do it, because I have seen so many people heal their panic attacks simply by chanting Om. They don't even need it to, they didn't even need to do the second step and the third step of my three-step meditation process. They just chanted Om 20 minutes a day for 2 times a day and they were healed. So please, if you don't know how to chant Om correctly, I have made a video on how to do it. It's a 20-minute video. You can chant along with me. Now, after you have chanted Om for about 20 minutes, what you have to do is you have to start to visualize an imaginary scenario where you are the person that you want to become. You have already become a relaxed, a happy, a joyful, a confident, an empowered person. How are you going to act right now, now that you have become that person? Are you going to walk differently? Start to visualize that. Are you going to treat people differently? Are you going to talk to them differently? Are you going to go to places that you have been avoiding currently? And are you going to thrive in those places? Are you going to just chill in those places, or are you going to shrink? Of course you're going to chill in those places. Of course your breathing is going to be very regulated in that place. Start to visualize all of these things. How are your friends and family going to treat you? Are they going to compliment you on how you no longer are a disastrous person, how they no longer have to worry you, how they are complimenting you on how you have changed as a person in such a short amount of time? Now, you have to make your visualization act very vivid. The more sensory enrichedness you provide to your visualization act, the more effective it is going to be. The way to do that is involve all of your sensory modalities into your imaginary act. Things that you can see, the things that you can hear from people, friends, family, the things that you can taste. For example, coffee. Right now, maybe you're avoiding coffee because it's an stimulating agent. The things that you can smell, maybe you want to smell different romantic partners, because right now maybe you're avoiding dating. You can't date because who can when they're inflicted with a lot of mental pain? The people, the objects, the things that you can touch, all of these sensory modalities is going to create an amazing visualization act for you. Now, when you completely immerse yourself in this imaginary act, your brain loses the differentiation between what an imagined scenario is and what an experience that you have in three-dimensional world. So use this amazing property of your mind. Start to completely immerse yourself into that imaginary scenario, and you're going to create neural networks inside of your brain to reflect that that experience, that imagined experience, has already happened inside of your brain. Now, if you mentally rehearse this imaginary scenario enough times over and over and over again, these neural networks become set, become permanent, become hard, and it's going to send flood of chemicals down your body. Now those chemicals are going to create elevated feelings, elevated emotions in your body, and you're going to feel all these kinds of feelings of joy, feelings of empowerment, feelings of confidence, feelings of gratitude, because of course you're going to feel grateful now that you are relaxed, now that you're calm, now that you can do everything that you currently cannot do. These feelings are the third step of the meditation process. These feelings are the secret, actually. These feelings are what is going to breathe life into your imaginary act. Your imaginary act, in and of itself, is weak, it's impotent. But if you can properly feel the emotions of your desired future ahead of that actual experience, then you breathe life into that imaginary scenario. It's such a wonderful principle to discover. I discovered this while reading about Joe Dispenza and his books on becoming supernatural, and you are the placebo, and breaking the habit of being yourself. I also upgraded my knowledge about this while reading Neville Goddard and Feelings is the Secret and Imagination is Your Life. So you have to Base everything that is happening within you on this changeless law. Imagination creates reality. If you know how to relax correctly, if you know how to imagine correctly, and if you know how to feel correctly, then everything that you want is going to happen to you. Now, I have already made a ton of videos on how to do that, but if you still cannot do it, then you must understand that first you need to make your attention very keen, because although this process may sound like it's easy, it's not, because right now many people's attention span is that of a goldfish. But if you just do this exercise over and over again, if you just keep chanting om every day, then your attention span is naturally going to be longer. If you start to visualize every day, you start to hold your attention on that mental imagery for extended period of your time, and when that happens, you can change overnight. When your attention span is really keen, when your attention is completely in the present, you can change overnight. You can heal your panic attacks overnight. So please do this exercise as often as you can, 2 times a day, especially after you wake up in the morning and before you go to sleep at night, because these are the times where the subconscious mind is very fertile, because the analytical mind is blurry, because your body is naturally in the very relaxed state. In these 2 times, your brain is producing alpha waves and theta waves, and your brain is very suggestible to your own auto suggestions. So these 2 times, please do not miss. And every other time you can do this exercise every hour, because it's just visualizing, it's just feeling the emotions of your future. But you must do it, you must extend your attention span, and you will overcome your panic attacks. Now, if you have watched all of my videos and you still cannot do it, and you feel like you want my help, then message me on my Gmail or my Viber or my Telegram or my WhatsApp, which are all in the description box down below. You have to remember that the sky is the limit once you truly know how to relax, once you truly know how to imagine correctly and feel the emotions of your desired future correctly. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.